Hello, Merry Christmas everyone. This is your functional fitness seated and standing Pilates class. Feel free to do this class a number of times. I'm going to leave it open for you guys right through until probably the middle to the end of January. I'll let you know once we start getting back on track. The plan is, of course, to do a class like this, film it for you, so it'll still be personal, and then upload it onto YouTube so that you can then do the class, and that'll be while I'm away. So right now I'm here in sunny Tatura, which is up near Shepparton, my father-in-law's property, and yeah, I just think it's quite a pretty view that we've got here. So enjoy that and enjoy the class as well. You can pretend you're out in the sunshine with me. All right, let's get this show on the road. What do you reckon? What are we going to do today? Well, we'll start by sitting up, of course, with lengthening the spine and drawing those sit bones in towards each other so that we can connect that pelvic floor. Then let those arms just hang down by your side. All right, let's loosen up those shoulders. Let's do a couple more. Make sure you're sitting tall, not sitting down in your hips here. Relax those arms. Let's drop the chin to the chest and chin to the ceiling. I'll try not to lose my reindeer ears while we do this. Down to the chin, down to the chest, up to the ceiling and forward. Let's turn the head, looking over one shoulder and around to the other. And again, slowly round. Try not to make anything too forceful. Okay, so if you're feeling a bit stiff, just make your movement smaller. Let's drop that ear down towards the shoulder and then over. And once more over. And last one. And back to the center. Good. Let's circle those wrists now and get the hands, getting some blood flow down into those fingers, through the wrists. And change direction, so getting a little bit of flexibility into those wrists as well. Good. Let's take the arms a little bit higher and we'll circle from the shoulders, rolling forward. Keep it small, controlled, and then backwards. Now as you're doing this, I want you to feel what's going on with the shoulders. So we're not lifting the shoulders to the ears, we're not rolling forward, we're not stretching backwards. We just keep those shoulders nice and still in that proud posture position. Good, let's hold it there and do a little circle to the right without moving the arms. Okay, make sure you move from the waistline around again and again. Good, coming back to the center and lowering the arms. Let's stretch up to the ceiling now. And the other side. And again, reaching as high as you can, stretching right down the side of that body. And then the other side. Good. And relax those arms. Just let them hang. Try not to collapse the whole body. It's just the arms. That's this bit to here. That should be relaxed. All right. Let's start with the lower back now. So we'll do some little hip circles. Just little ones. Take your time. And then we're going to go the other way. So we're going to feel the pelvis moving, rocking back and forth. We want to move from the waistline over, back and forth to the side to side. Good. And then we're going to come back to the center and sit up nice and tall. Let's tuck the tailbone under, a little C-curve position or a little pelvic tilt. Just a small movement here, keeping those feet flat on the floor as you do it. Good. And we'll do one more. And sit up tall. Right, so we're lifting up out of those hips still. We're drawing those sit bones gently towards each other. Now let's lift one foot off the floor and circle the ankle. Now you can feel that movement getting into the ankle there. Try and really circle it around, change direction, crack, crack, loosen it all up. Good. Watch what you're doing. Take that foot, place it flat on the floor again and change feet. Still sitting tall. Have a look at what your foot's doing. Are you moving from the knee? Can you get any movement through your ankle? Change direction. Pointing and flexing, moving them out to the side. Great for those shins as well, especially if you do a lot of walking. Good. All right, foot flat on the floor again. Let's lift, alternating knee lifts. Trying to keep ourselves sitting in the same position. So just feel what's going on. If you've got a reflection somewhere, maybe you can watch what you're doing. Make sure you're not sort of doing this little tuck thing. If you are, just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, it does not need to be a big movement, but we do want to make sure we are sitting up tall, really getting into those hips and those legs. Good. All right, and take it down. All right, let's just take the right leg up. Stretch it out as much as you can. Bend it and lower. Right leg again, up. Stretch it, bend it and lower. Again, up. Stretch it again. Keep it low if you need to, especially if you're sinking back into the chair in your hips. One more. Reaching. Good. So you can feel that working right through there. Let's do the other leg. We're also getting a little bit of work into that knee, so especially if you've got arthritis in your knees, it will help to get those muscles stronger. Keep that movement into the knee without any pressure. Good. Two more. Stretch it out. And last one. How are we going? We're still sitting up tall. We started to sink. Just make sure your back and hips are not getting too tired. Circle a couple of times in each direction. Good, and we're sitting up again. All right, make sure you come towards the front of your chair now. We're going to do a tuck, a nice deep one. At the same time, we're going to travel those arms forward. Now, I want you to try not to do this, okay? You've got to keep the shoulders down and relaxed, and then sit up. So the arms are traveling just to make it more challenging, but you shouldn't feel it in your neck. You shouldn't feel tightening in your shoulders. Okay, little tuck, big C curve. Let's call it a C curve. Let's go deeper. Deep breath out and in. Feel free to breathe the opposite to me if you need to, whatever comes naturally. Otherwise, our head gets tense and so do our shoulders. Good, let's do a couple more. Feel the tummy muscles activating. Keep those arms relaxed. Let's sit up nice and tall. We're going to bring the arms all the way up as high as we can. Try and get them by your ears. If you can't get them all the way, that's fine. We're going to hinge forward, not too far, okay? Only come about 45 degrees. Okay, so then from here we're going to circle those arms down to the hips. Nice, traveling that nice straight line out by the side of the body the whole time. And then we're going to sit up and we're going to check and make sure those shoulders haven't lifted. Let's hinge forward, pushing the chest forward as well. We don't want to just arch the back. So we want to feel like that spine is long and our back is flat, okay? Belly button to the spine, coming forward. Try not to let the arms drop too much. Out to the side, back up again. Good, shoulders are down. And we release. And we're going to do that 2 more times. Forward, open. Make sure you're not collapsing over. You do not want to go too far. Good, and we're going to do that once more. Shoulders still relaxed, but you can feel them working now. Up. And back, lower down. All right, let's take that right arm over and do a little side stretch, really stretching underneath the side of the body, and then over to the other side. Good, and back to the middle again. Good work. Okay, let's do those C curves nice and deep, and then we're going to progress it, okay? So we're tucking, we're activating those tummy muscles, and again, activate and lift up. Let's do 3 more like this. And then I'm going to progress it, remembering that you don't have to. You can stay with this. Feel how you feel today, okay? It might be different from last week. All right. So on the next one, we're going to lift the right leg at the same time, the right knee up. And we're going to do the right again. There's no twisting in the body. The body is still square, facing forward, all right? Tuck. And again, feel that still working in the center of the body there. Those tummy muscles activating. Let's do one more and then we're going to change legs. Good, off we go. Might be different on this side, remember that. Okay, if you're a little stiffer on one side than the other, you will notice differences with the way your body moves when we separate. Okay, so just keep it as square as you can. Make it a little lower with the leg if you need to. You've got 2 more. Still tummy is working, okay? Still scooping that belly button back to the spine. Last one. Good. Sitting nice and tall still. If you need to, relax your lower back. Couple of little circles, loosen it up. Let's take a breath in. Drop the chin to the chest. Let's roll all the way down. Scoop the tummy back. Arch the back as you roll down, hanging over your legs. No forcing anything, okay? Just let it be a natural, relaxed movement. And then rolling yourself back up, scooping the tummy like you would scoop ice cream. Big scoop. And again, chin to the chest. Roll it down. Let the arms hang. Heavy arms. Let's roll back up, scoop. And sit up tall. Good work. All right. Now, I'm not using any weights or resistance bands, but that doesn't mean that you can't. So if you have a resistance band, I'm going to say, why don't you grab it now? And we will stand up with it. If you don't want to use it, that's fine. I'm not going to be traveling with my weights. I'm not going to travel with my resistance band. But as you all know, you can still do these exercises with or without that stuff, okay? So it's completely up to you. So we're going to start by tucking those feet underneath us. We're going to hinge forward, okay? So we are bringing our shoulders towards our knee line here. Push down into the floor, but at the same time, lift from the pelvic floor and stand yourself up. Good. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance to grab a drink if you need one and to find your resistance band if you're going to use it. Okay, you ready to go? Drink break over. Once you're ready, come and stand beside your chair, okay, with your resistance band. Now, we're going to make sure that band is a little bit wider than your hips. So if you were to take your arms down by your side, just let them relax, they'll probably come towards your legs. I'm going to get you to just turn your palms so that they're facing backwards and hold your elastic about that length. So got a visitor on the lens. It's not a fly or a wasp. It's one of those, I don't know, what do you call them? I'll get back to you on that one. I'll probably shoot it up on the screen when I work out what it is. It's anyway, it's hovering around, so you might see it again. We're holding down here. Firm elastic, not stretched, not loose, okay? And holding it up out here so that your arms can be out nice and wide. Stand up nice and tall. If you're not using one, you can keep your arms and your hands long like so. And we're going to slowly take the arms and the elastic, if you're using it, up above the head without moving the shoulders. So that means we're not lifting the shoulders, okay? And then we're going to lower all the way back down. We're going to take the feet a little wider. We're going to do that again, up as high as you can. Now, if you can't come right up by the ears, that's okay. You go to your limit, remember. Okay, this time we're going to add a squat into it. So we're going to bend the knees at the same time, and that means we are going to hinge forward, okay? And then we're going to lower. And again, so we're going to do a little squat, just as deep as you feel comfortable, okay? It is a movement you do every day. We've mentioned it before. A movement where you're going to do it soon when we go to sit down again. Okay, so we want to have that ability to be able to do it comfortably and carefully. All right, feel that posture working as well, so the front of the chest opening as those arms lift. Let's do 2 more of these, and last one. Good, and coming back up. All right, so if the shoulders are starting to get a little warm and a little tired, just loosen them up, shrug it out. We're going to take the feet a little wider now. We're going to turn them out, and we want to try and keep our back upright. So what I'm going to get you to do is take that bar, the the band now so that you're sitting at your shoulder and chest height, and you're going to hold it here in front of you, okay? And I want you to keep it in this position as we come down and as we come back up. Don't let that elastic move, okay? So if it's starting to loosen, you'll find your shoulders and arms are probably rolling in. If you're really stretching through the chest, you'll be pulling backwards, okay? So there should be no stretch in it, but it shouldn't be loose either. Trying to keep that back upright. So we've still got those shoulders working and the upper back working as well. Tailbone tucks under because we're going to hold the next one. Good. So if it's hurting your knees, don't go as deep. We're going to squeeze the waist as we come over. Again, the elastic has not moved. Come back to the center. Over to the other side. No change in that elastic at all. And again, over we go. And let's do that once more to each side. Good. Last one. And back to the center and slowly come back up. Now you can release and bring your arms down, still holding that elastic. All right. Give those legs a really good shake. Okay, so we're going to do our split squat position. We're going to take our right foot forward. Here's our little friend here. Left foot back. We're going to try and make sure both legs are straight. So remember, if we get this pelvic tilt here, okay, just a little one, so we don't want to bend the back knee, that's going to help you stay strong in the center. You've got your elastic in your hand. Let's take it out in front of us. Let's bend those knees just a little bit and come all the way up to complete standing again. You can see my back heel's lifted off the floor and back up. We're not stretching the arms, we're not stretching the elastic. We're going to do two more, and that last one we're going to hold. Go away. Last one, let's hold it here. Okay, so we've got the right foot forward, so what I want you to do is very carefully start to turn to the right, and I'm doing it slowly, so if you feel yourself wobble, don't go any further. Back to the front. Let's do that again. Turning to the right. Good. The legs are not moving, the hips are not moving, everything comes from the waistline. Good. Still not loosening off or stretching that elastic either. Okay, let's bring that back leg in. Relax your arms as well now. Okay, so we're going to take the left foot forward and the right foot back this time. Nice, decent sized step here. Okay, don't be too close. Back heel lifted. Let's float those arms out. Shoulders are down. Bend both your knees as you tuck that tailbone under. And then slowly stand and lengthen both legs. And again, down we go. And back up. And down we go. And back up. Nice and slow. Feel, focus on everything that you're doing, okay, so that you can stay balanced. So the next one is the one we hold. There's no stretch in the elastic, there's no relax in the elastic. Left leg is forward, so now we turn to the left. And then back to the front, nice and slow. We did 3 of these before. Good, we're going to do one more, nice and slow. Come back to the front again, and we're going to bring the back leg in. Good job. Give those legs a really good shake. Okay, so you've still got your elastic. All right, so just let the arms just hang down by your side. Just stand comfortably. Lift those shoulders to the ears and lower them down. And again, lift to the ears and lower down. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to get you to hold onto the ends of your elastic now. Okay, so your handles, and you're going to stand in the center of your elastic. So standing in the center of your elastic, holding onto the handles. Make sure that elastic is coming through the center of your feet under the arch, okay, because we don't want it to slip out. All right, so feet are underneath those hip bones. We're going to just soften those knees so they're not locked up tight. We're going to turn the palms and we're going to do our bicep curl. Nice and slow with the elastic. This is the one that caused my elbow issues. So if you do feel any straining anywhere, please make sure you stop, okay? If your elastic is a little bit short, you might find this harder to do. So the other thing is watching that we don't do this, okay? Which a lot of people do. We've got to keep those elbows resting at the waist. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And 5. Good. And release. Okay. Good work. Keep your feet where they are. Take the palms so they're facing inwards, elbows slightly bent, and slowly pull the elastic out to the side and then lower. So I just want you to feel a little bit of tension there. Again, depending on your elastic, depends on how much tension you have. Might only be a little way up, might be able to get a little higher. So we're coming out to the side. You can feel that working into the upper arm and shoulder area, but make sure those shoulders don't lift. Good. Can you feel what's going on through the shoulder blade area, your upper back? And a couple more. And last one. Good. And lower down. All right. So I'm going to get you to put a little bit of tension in your elastic. So you're holding your handles up here, or you might keep them where they are. But I just want to work through the legs. So if you've got too much tension, sometimes that can cause you to be a little bit unbalanced as well. So keep that in mind. All right. Find what tension suits you, and we're going to take that leg, transfer the weight, and then push that elastic out to the side with the leg. Push it out and push it out, keeping it nice and low and controlled. Good. Last one. And then we change our weight to the other side. Lift the pelvic floor and push, keeping it low, and push. Good. 2 more. Last one. And transfer that weight. Good. Okay. Lower the elastics. Turn the palms to face forward again. Small bend to those knees, and I'm going to get you to take your right leg off the elastic and tap your toes onto the floor. So this side is now long. This side is shorter. This leg is still on the elastic. This leg is off and forward, okay? Pelvic tilt slightly, and we're going to curl in for 5 and 4. Want to make it harder? Lift your foot. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now watch what you're doing, because I want you to slip that foot back onto the elastic, okay? So make sure you're on the elastic properly. Transfer the weight and take the other leg off, okay? Lift the pelvic floor. Both knees are bent slightly. And again, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Watch what you're doing so you can put your foot back on that elastic, and both together for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to take those arms out to the side. Small lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, one more, and 1. Feel those shoulders and arms working. Find the tension that suits you. Standing tall. Push that right leg out. Remember, you can keep your toes on the floor if you like, okay? Out. 2, standing tall. 3, I know that elastic pushes you around. 4. So watch how far you push that leg. Transfer. And 1, 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Good. Shake it out. You can feel the butt starting to work too. Release that tension. Very carefully step off your elastic, and you can put it to the side. Okay, so put away your elastic now. Loosen up your shoulders. Loosen up your butt and legs. Have another drink if you need one, and we're going to sit down. But don't sit down just yet, because we're going to come down into a seated position together, okay, as we've done in the past. I'll move my chair over. All right, I'm going to grab myself a drink this time. Okay, so once you've had your drink again, you're going to come and stand in front of your chair so that you can feel the front of the chair on the back of your legs. Feet should be roughly hip distance apart here. And we're going to stand up tall, lifting that pelvic floor. And then when you're ready, you're going to do your hinge, your squat position. And then you're going to stick that bum out just a little bit further and take it down onto the chair. And there you go. Flatten the feet back onto the floor. Good work. All right, let's get serious now, okay? No weights to start with, but come towards the front of your chair. Let's go back to those C curves with the knee lift that we did earlier. So start without the knee lift. Let's progress it again. All right, focus is all here. So you've got to think about the tummy drawing back or scooping back. Like I said, like you've got a big ice cream scoop and you're scooping it, okay? And at the same time, that arches your back. All right, let's go back. 1. And sit up. Feel those muscles activate. 2. Feel them tighten as you come down. And 3, because we're shortening them, then we're lengthening them. And we're shortening them, and then we're lengthening them. Once more, hands shorten it. Now, if you want to, add the right leg into the movement. Right leg up. Right leg again, 2. Keep the shoulders relaxed. This is all about the tummy now. And 4. Good, 1 more. All right, let's do the other leg now. For 5. Pull up tall, no twisting of the body. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Okay, we're going to tuck and we're going to go all the way back. So I want you to rest your shoulder blades on your chair. Keep scooping through the center of the body. Right leg up. 1. Feel those tummy muscles still working. 2. Don't have to go too high, especially if it hurts that hip. 2 more. Last one. Let's do the other leg. Keep scooping. Keep scooping. Every time you go to lift that leg, think about that scoop first. Good. All right, let's bring those legs together. Can you come up onto your toes? 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to try and lift both, but I want you to try and avoid as much movement as you can in the upper body, so that's going to be hard. If it's too much, you just do singles again, or just the toes even, just the heels lifting. Let's downsize it again, downgrade it. Okay, so you don't have to lift both legs. Let's make sure those tummy muscles are working. If you can, off you go again for 5, 4, keep leaning back. Make sure you can feel your shoulders on the chair the whole time. It's not an easy one. Good. Okay, use your hands to sit you up. Couple of little circles. All right, so we've got to keep those tummy muscles working the whole time we're doing that. Okay, let's take the feet back underneath the hips and take the hands to the ears. Let's go back to our C curve, nice and deep. This time we're going to drop that chin down to the chest each time, but you're going to make sure when you sit up again, you straighten the back and you open the chest. And again, still scooping, lots of scooping. Couple more. And last one. Good. Okay, stay with that if you like, or lift the right leg. No twisting. 1, 2. You want to keep that chest open, so the hands by the head are going to help you with that. Scooping. Right, we're going to change legs. Are you ready? 5, scoop it. Don't twist it. 4, 3, 2. Those tummy muscles should be working a little harder now. 1. Good. Bring the arms out and all the way down. Let's do the tuck and bring the knee like you're about to cross your legs, okay? But don't cross your legs. So there's an imaginary center line there, okay? I'm going to come to that center line with my knee. Got it? Tuck and center line. You've still got to tuck. Now you can twist your body. Is it naturally wanting to turn so that your shoulders face towards that knee, that leg? You can let it. We're getting into those waistline muscles. Let's try the other leg. To the center line. Scooping. So a little bit more to think about now, okay? Not just scooping and lifting the leg, but the leg's got to come in and then the body starts to naturally turn towards it. So try not to make it anything that's that's not natural. One more. Good. How are we feeling? Loosen up. Let's take those hands back to the ears. Again, so we're going to think about posture. So we're going to do the same thing, but you're going to find that this time, all right, as we twist and we tuck and sink, you might find the elbow wanting to come towards the center line of the body as well. Make sure you're not pulling the elbow across the body, none of this, okay? Let's change sides. Still got that tuck, that scoop there. That's what's going to scrunch you down towards that leg. Get out of my face, fly. Good, and we'll bring those arms down. All right, loosen up, circle the hips if you need to, whatever you need to do. Okay, I'm going to get you to grab your weights. So if you would like to use your weights, grab them. Mine are imaginary. We're going to stay seated still. I'll give you a moment. Once you're ready, we're going to sit up nice and tall with our arms by our side. All right, you ready? Lifting up, feet flat on the floor, feet and knees roughly hip distance apart. We're going to keep the palms turned in and we're going to curl. And as we come up, we're going to twist the arms so that the palms end up facing the shoulders. Okay, so see that twist? Let's do that again. Up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 more and 5. Good, bring it straight in this time and take everything out. Push up for 5 and 4, sitting tall, 3 and 2 and 1. Good, bring it in and down. We're going to repeat it. I'm just going to wait for the car to go past. The bright yellow car. Okay, let's curl it in with a twist. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Bring it straight up, elbows out, chest open, push up and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 more and 5. Good, bring it in and gently down. Hands onto the legs, loosen up those shoulders, loosen up the neck if that's starting to feel a little bit tight as well. Good job. Now we need to get the back of the arms working a little bit. Okay, so we're going to take the legs out wide, hinge forward, okay, and hold the weights in front of us. We're going to bring the weights towards the shoulders, okay, the front of the shoulders. Elbows have to lift though. I don't want you using your wrists, okay? So pull the elbows out to the side and down. Elbows out, like you're elbowing someone beside you. Elbowing through the crowd. Good, let's do 5 more. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 more and 5. Good, sit up straight and bring those legs back in together. If you need to loosen up again, do so. Make sure you scoot towards the front of your chair as you do this, because you are now going to tuck, rest those shoulder blades on the chair. Good, now you can downsize to 1 weight if you like. I want you to be very careful as you take your arms up as high as you can get them. All right, we're going to bend the elbows, keeping those arms up high. The weights are coming towards your head now, so make sure your hands aren't together and you're not going to knock yourself out, okay? Little gap. If you are using 1 weight, turn it lengthways and hold either end of it, okay? So we're coming down, keeping those elbows lifted and up. Tummy still scooping back. Again, you've got a few things to think about, so take your time. Good, let's do 2 more. How are we going? No one's knocked out yet. You're all still sitting up there. Let's carefully lower those arms. I'm bringing the arms down close to the body because that's easier for your shoulders. And then we're going to sit up nice and tall. All right, you're ready to take those legs out wide again, arms down. So all of this is working through here. You're going to feel the shoulders work too, but you want to feel it in the back of the arm there. All right, sitting tall. I'm lifting still, okay? I've not sunk, no collapsing allowed. We're going to elbow out to the side. Elbow the ones beside you. Out. Good. If you need to stop because your neck is getting tight, then do so. Otherwise, we're going to do 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And bring those legs back in. Loosen up if you need to, then scoop and lean back. Again, we're going to bring the arms up as high as we can. So if they're still forward, that's okay. All right, you just leave those elbows where they are. So find your spot for your elbows. Pull them so that they're facing forward, not out to the walls. And then bend and push. So your head's right there. Have a look. Make sure those elbows are still pulling towards each other, pointed forward. You're not working through the shoulders. I know you can feel the shoulders working, but you're not swinging through the shoulders, okay? Last one. Push. Bring the weights in close to you and sit up. Well done. Take those arms by your side. Sit where you're comfortable. Still sitting tall. Squeeze the waist. Over and up. And over and up. Again. Over and up. Over, pull up. Make sure you come to the center with that straight spine before you arch over, okay? Your butt is anchored down into the floor here. Good, let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, hands onto the legs. Shake it all about. Good work. How are we feeling there? Good? Let's take those legs wide again. This time I'm going to get you to rest on your right leg. No collapsing, okay? So I want you to open the chest to face forward. Okay, you can rest on that right arm on the right leg. Okay, we're going to take the left arm down into the center. Okay, so I'm still holding my weights here. Lift again the elbow, okay? So now there's someone hanging over the top of you and you're trying to get away from them and you're leaning away from someone, they get bad breath and you're like, ugh, get out of my face. Ugh. That's what you're doing. Not with your hand, not with your weight, but with your elbow. Elbow them. Elbow. Elbow. Good. Let's do 1 more. Good. Sit up. Why didn't I think of this analogy ages ago? Hey? Hinge and lean. Keep the knees back. Keep the chest open. Facing forward, keep your back nice and straight. And elbow, they're on the other side now. Elbow, elbow. Good. 2, 1. Let's come over to the other side again. Ready? And elbow, get away from me. 2, 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Over to the other side. Get your positioning and elbow. 2, 3, 4, and 1 more, 5. Good. Come back to the center. Jump those legs back in. Well done. Good work. Okay. We're going to stand up again. We might put the weights down for this one. Okay. So pop the weights down and then sit up straight. Then tuck your feet underneath you so that you can hinge, connect, think of everything in the center. And stand again. Good work. Once more. If you want to have another drink, go for it. I'm just going to check the clock, make sure that we don't do too long of a class. I could keep you here all day if you like, but I'll probably need lunch at some point. So yeah, we've got 10 minutes left. Don't want to overdo it. Okay. Chairs there for balance. Let's get those butts working. All right, we've worked on lifting that pelvic floor and using those tummy muscles to help with that, okay? Let's get those legs moving a little bit more now. So your weights are down, you're standing up. Hair on my face. All right, hand on the chair if you need it. You don't have to, but if you're wobbling, make sure you do. Pull up still, belly button back, and we're going to transfer the weight off the right leg, and we're going to lift it and tap the toe. Okay, I want you to try not to do this. Keep that weight over here. And 1, 2, 3, yes, fast. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That leg, take it forward. Ready? Same again. You're still pulling up, you're not sinking. And tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are we going? We're going to take that leg all the way around to the back. I want you to do a D, a semicircle, all the way around so it's behind you. Try not to do this, okay? And 1, 2, so push up. 4, 5, 6, 7, a little harder. Feel it there. Good. Now bring it in. Okay, so that back one, you can feel it there. If you're feeling it in your lower back, you might just want to go back to this one, okay? Just if you're tight in through the lower back, you will feel that as you're doing it. But what I want you to feel is here. We're going to do the other leg. I'm going to turn around. So you have your hand on the chair still. You're still standing up nice and tall, lifting up. Think about that pelvic floor. Let's take that leg out to the side, pull up out of the supporting leg. Are we ready? 10 little taps. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, keep it out there and take it forward. All right, let's go again. Tap. 2, 3, leg long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're doing a semicircle all the way around. Feel that hip move. It's meant to be able to do that movement, okay? Might not be great, but it's meant to do it. All right, so I'm still trying to keep that tailbone tucked under, so I don't want to end up in this position, okay? So scoop and push. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it in. Shake it out. Give those legs a good shake. Good work. Okay. Feet parallel, so they're in line with each other, facing forward. Let's rise, up, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Rock back onto your heels, lifting those toes, and turn them out. It's hard on the concrete. Okay. Tailbone tucks under. Now, feel that butt squeeze because that butt is helping to keep you turned out. Let's rise. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more and 10. Good. Now you're all ballerinas. All right. Let's bring those legs closer together. Don't stand too far from the chair. Feet are still turned out, still squeezing that butt. I'm going to get you to bend this knee and bring your right foot up to your other knee. Up, down. So transfer the weight onto the supporting leg and bring your leg up. 1 and 2. If the knee is too high, just go to where you can, okay? But knee is pointed out and out. 3, 2, I don't know if I counted correctly. 1. Good. Okay. We're going to do the other leg, so I'm going to have to turn around and find this position again. Feet turned out, butt squeezed, not too far from the chair. Transfer your weight onto the inside leg and bring that foot up towards the knee. And 1, 2. Keep that knee pointed out to the side. Don't follow it with the hips. The hips face forward. And 5, 4. Squeeze the butt. 3, 2. Feel that butt working. 1. And come back around. Rock onto your heels and turn the feet parallel again. Good. I'm going to get you to face your chair now. Rest those forearms. Take a good couple of steps back so that you can sink yourself down. Feel your back lengthen and stretch out, okay? Bend your knees a little bit. Take them a little further apart if you feel more comfortable. All right, forearms are on the chair. We don't want that chair to topple. We don't want you on the floor. Okay, from here, I want you to push the center of your back towards the ceiling. By doing that, you're going to arch like a cat. So drop your chin Then you're going to sink your chest towards the floor. Okay, so the focus is on that center of the back. Pull it to the ceiling, pull it to the floor. Pull it to the ceiling, pull it to the floor. And again, up and down. Come back to the center where it feels just not stretched at all. Well, not as stretched. Good. Okay, from here, I'm going to get you to bend your knees. Try not to move the upper body, just move your knees. And then stretch them as much as you can. Can you get your legs completely straight? Maybe not, that's okay. Bend them and stretch them. And bend them and stretch them. You want to feel that good stretch in behind the knees there. Can you feel that stretch behind the knees? 2 and 1. Stretch it out. Good. Release so that you have soft knees again. Okay, so I want you to look forward at the back of your chair as you slowly walk into the chair. Make sure you feel balanced when you come back to standing. All right, you're not feeling dizzy at all. Good work. All right, so I'm going to keep my hands on the chair and I'm going to take the right foot forward, left foot back. I'm going to push that heel down. So again, I'm feeling that stretch in the back of the leg there. Try not to push the chair over. Good. Okay, so now I want you to try and get your back upright. So while you're holding that stretch, so you can feel that fly in my face, feel that hip opening. All right, release, bring it in, change legs, heel to the floor. Feel that stretch down there. Slowly bring the back up, keeping that leg the same at the back there. Good, and release and bring it in. Give those legs a really good shake. All right, take your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your hands up into your pistol grip. Relax your shoulders. All right, push the hip to the right and then just lean away just a little bit. You've got to stay connected as you do this for control, pushing through that hip, so that's where you're going to feel the stretch. And then pull the hip back in, push to the other side, lean away, feel that stretch, and pull it back in. Good. Now from here, we're going to lift up and tilt backwards, so you get a squeeze in your lower back, and back to the top again. Good. Turn the palms so that you're bringing, itchy nose. Excuse me. So you're bringing your thumb and finger together into a diamond. Pull the hands down, pull those elbows back and stretch it up again and down and stretch it up and once more and stretch it up. Arms out to the side, relax your shoulders, relax your elbows. Twist to the right, twist to the left and back to the front. Good, lower the arms. Okay, let's bring those feet back in again. All right, how you feeling? Okay, let's drop the chin down to the chest, still standing tall. Take the chin up to the ceiling. I've got to hold on to my headband, my reindeer ears, make sure they don't fall off my head. Turn and look to the right. While you're here, I want you to do 3 little head nods, slow and gentle. 1 and 2 and 3. And then I want you to turn and look to the other side. And again, 3 head nods. 1 and 2. And 3, and looking forward, drop the ear towards the shoulder and over, back to the center. Good job. All right, let's take a breath in now and bring those arms up. Breathe out, take the hands to the ears. Breathe in, I want you to lift those shoulders nice and high, and when you breathe out, I want you to feel them lower. Then gently take those elbows back and release. Once more, in and out, and shoulders up and down, elbows back. Good, and release. Well done. Good work, everyone. Hope you feel good. Hope you got to appreciate the sunshine, even if you haven't got it at your end. I don't know if you do or not. Depends when you do this. Like I said, I'll leave this clip open for you all. This was like I apologise for all the pre-recorded classes that you've had to do over this term. It's just not worked out exactly as I had hoped. And even from here, it didn't, as you know, when you did your last class. So I hope you're all doing good. My plan is to do one of these each week if I can. Payments for next year will be fortnightly, and that's purely so that I don't end up with a build-up of, say, 8 classes and I can't do them because of whatever reason. And if I can't upload a class onto the internet, you can't do it, can you? So if that does end up happening, I don't want to end up having to pay loads of money out to people, okay? So it's a lot easier to just do it fortnightly. With that said, I hope you had an awesome Christmas, or are going to have an awesome Christmas, depending on when you're doing this class. Enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, and if you've got any questions about anything, please feel free to contact me. Even if I'm away, I'm still working, or attempting to. So please contact me with anything, okay? I will try and keep my little holiday trip updated on Facebook with bits and pieces. I don't usually do that. It will be on my private page, which is still public. My personal page, I should call it, which is Simone May. So if you are on Facebook, go and have a look at that. Otherwise, you'll get to see where I am every time I film. We get interruptions by flies, and the wind blowing my hair in my face, and whatever it was that was flying around in front of the lens before. It's all fun. That's the thing of doing a class like this. So anyway, take care of yourself. I will see you or speak to you soon, and have fun. Enjoy.